What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and I'm back with another Gemstone Legends video, and in this one, I'm going to talk all about how to play the board the right way. But first, if you don't have Gemstone Legends yet, you're in luck because in the description of this video, I have a link for you to download the game along with the code #LION#, which is going to give you 50 free summons and a bunch of golden gems so that you can start out the game on the right foot. If you do that, just make sure to download the game and put the code in within the first 3 hours that you've downloaded it and after you've completed the tutorial. That way you can get your free stuff. Now, if you're here because you've already downloaded the game and you're ready to dive a little deeper into tips and tricks that can make your gameplay a little bit better, that's what we're going to talk about here. I'm basically going to give you a priority list of matches that you can make that's going to help improve your game. However, I do have to say that this priority list is not a hard and fast rule. You're going to have to judge for yourself when and how to make certain matches. Remember, you can make vertical matches, horizontal matches, and diagonal matches. However, I have found that this priority list is a pretty good starting point, that most of the time the things at the top of the priority list are the things you're looking for and the things at the bottom aren't that big of a deal. So let's dive right into those. First, you're going to look for matches that charge your hero's mana. So for example, if you bring like a red and purple team, like I often bring, then of course you're going to look to make red and purple matches to charge your hero's mana. The specials your heroes have going on are just the best thing that you're going to be doing in the game. Second, you're going to look for matches that deplete your opponent's color. So if you don't have matches in your own color, let's say I brought red and purple, but there really aren't many red or purple matches, then what I'm going to do is look for the opponent's color, which let's say the opponent is yellow, for example. Especially if the opponent's about to take their turn, I'm going to make their matches. Sure, I know that I don't really get a benefit for my heroes, but since specials are the best thing going on for heroes and the opponents in this game, you obviously don't want your opponent's specials to be going off. So because you both have to use the same board, you use the same board as your opponent, even though the opponent's using the AI, you can set them up to basically not make matches of their own color, which is really important. I found that that's a pretty powerful way to play the board. Third, if you don't have matches in your own color or you don't have matches in your opponent's color, it's just kind of a scattered board, or you've already made some of those and you're like on your third match of the turn or whatever, then what you're going to do is match the strong color versus the opponent. So, for example, if I pause the game here for a moment and show you, there's color affinity. So blue is strong against red, red is strong against green, green is strong against blue, and yellow is strong against purple, and vice versa. So let's say I'm taking my red and purple team like I tend to do, and I'm going against a blue opponent. Well, if I don't really have any other good matches of either my colors or the opponent's colors, then I could make green matches to deal some stronger damage against that blue opponent. So it is important to look out for tile colors that don't really match your colors or your opponent's colors. They still matter. Fourth, you're going to look for those bonus damage gems. So, for example, if you make a match that's bigger than the 3 regular gems, you're going to get a bonus damage gem. And the bigger the match you've made, the bigger that bonus damage is going to be. You want to make sure to use that at some point against your enemy because it's going to allow there to be more damage done. But also, if you don't use it by the time your enemy gets to go, they can use it against you. Lastly, number 5, you're going to look for the biggest matches. That kind of ties into the fourth one, but basically, if you've run out of everything else, you don't really have any matches that are of your own hero's color or depleting the opponent's color or is the strong color versus the opponent or any bonus damage gems, then you're just looking to make the biggest matches you possibly can to set up a future bonus damage. All right, so having said all of that, like I said, it's not hard and fast. You know, that's a general guideline to follow, but, you know, I had said that depleting your opponent's color is really important. It's the second most important thing that you can do when you're making matches. But, you know, that one could actually be lower if your opponent's not going to go for 3 or 4 turns, which happens sometimes. So it's really important for you to make your own decisions about how to do that. But why don't we dive into an arena match, and I'm going to show you how I prioritize matches. So now I'm in the arena facing another team, and I'm going to show you how to follow this board priority list. Now at the top you also have another list. It's sort of an order of how the heroes are going to take their turns, and it's based on the speed of both your team and their team. So Gladiosa on their side, I also have one on my side, but Gladiosa on their side is going to be their first hero who gets to go. Now, the way that I tend to do this is I don't like to pick their very first hero that's going to go to target. This may be a strategy tip for another video, but basically it's really hard to kill that hero. And the way the turns work, it's better to pick like the second, third, or maybe even the fourth hero that's going to go. I can't really see what order that's going to be, but I'm going to choose Zane because I have purple heroes. And there's a lot of purple tiles, and he's weak to purple, so I'm going to make matches like this. So, of course, I'm going to look for the very first priority, which is to charge my own heroes. I have purple ones, I have red ones. There's lots of purple on this board. You can match diagonally, so I'm going to make that match there. You can match diagonally, so I'm going to make another purple match there. So we have this like mega purple match. And then I'm going to look for another match in my colors. It is suggesting one, but that's only one tile, so I'm not sure that that's worth it. For one more purple. So I'm going to look to deplete my opponent's color, but this is where I said it's not a hard and fast rule. They don't have an opponent, or they don't have a hero on their side that's going to go for a while, so I don't actually really need to make their colors right now. I can kind of play with the board a little bit before I figure that one out. So next I'm going to look for the strong color versus the opponent, which I've already covered. Then fourth is bonus damage gems, which aren't on the board at the moment. And then fifth are the biggest matches I can make. So I'm down to sort of the fifth priority with this last one here. Do I have another like really big match that I can make? No, probably not. So I'm going to make a match towards the bottom to hope to get some cascades going. All right, there we go. So we got our specials off on turn 1, which is really important because Zarkon can just crush people. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Gladiosa. And then we have another turn again, so I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to look for matches of my own colors, which I don't really have a good way of doing that at the moment. So I'm going to look to deplete my opponent's colors. I don't really necessarily need to do that right now. Strong color versus the opponent's not really there. There is a bonus damage gem, but I can't really get to it. And so I'm just going to go for the biggest matches. That sometimes happens. You can see that I've got a big match here. Like it's suggesting, it makes a couple. I may be able to make a gem out of this one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And okay, we'll try to set up more purple for the future here. There we go. So I did get to set up a purple one. Red is also my color, so I'm going to look to do a red one, and you can see that that match also set up a purple one. So that last turn was basically meant to set up the matches of my colors. Now, do you see what I mean by it's really hard to kill that first hero? Like if I was working on Gladiosa in the middle right now, would not have been able to kill her, but I might be able to get to Zane because of the status ailments that are on him, so we're going to have to see. But I'm back to not really having my colors here, so I'm going to start depleting the opponent's colors. They really have a rainbow of colors, though, so it just kind of depends who do I want to deplete. Doesn't matter so much, so I'm going to look to make really big matches. We can do it like that. Yeah, there's a good one. And then I can make the green one at the bottom, or the yellow. Yeah. It's hard to say what's best here, but I think matches towards the bottom are the best. I could potentially set up a cascade doing this, so I'm going to try that. Oh, man. Some more purple came onto the board just in time for Gladio, so that's a real bummer. Okay, well, I've got a red match here. I've got a purple match there, so that's my colors. Then I can make one more. So I'm going to, I think, let's see. Will Zane have been dealt enough damage to die? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I guess I'm going to try and get some bonus damage in by doing this. I just have to hope to survive this. What's about to happen here? Alton's going to get to go off, and that's really bad for me. Kusai is silenced. Whew. Thankfully, I survived that. All right, so, yeah, I'll go ahead and use Tessix right now. You know, Roland has a pretty good special. You know, Alton really does too, but let's get Roland because he does decrease attack as well. All right, so I have a lot of red matches here. This is good. If I make this green match, it might cascade. Okay. I had to get lucky there, but man, I just love Sophia. She hits so hard, right? Man, she hits so hard. We'll do this purple, and this red. Oh, I didn't select a target, but that's all right. It's really actually Rhonda back here I should be targeting. I guess yeah, I can do Tessix right now. That's all right. Okay. Red and purple. My second match, I guess I'll go with the bonus damage gem. And I'll make that match there and see what happens. Okay, we got a big match there. That's nice. There's one. There's one. Oh, man, their Gladios is going to steal my red matches, isn't she? Do you see how good Tessix is protecting me from Alton? That was so good. Oh, please don't kill Kusai. I think that Rhonda's going to die. I'm going to try to silence their Gladiosa with mine. Not that it matters. I'm protected against her anyway right now, but you know. Okay. So I got a big match, a big red match. I don't have much follow-up here. I have one more to make. I kind of want to make a match. I don't know, maybe in the middle or down towards the bottom. I think I'm just going to do this one to try and get like a cascade. You know, clearing a bunch of tiles from that one side is sometimes really good because you never know what could come in and you might get more matches than you expected. Look at the amount of damage that they're all taking, and Sophia can just pretty much kill whoever she wants. Oh man, she didn't quite kill him. But we'll do all these purple matches here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, got some red matches. And then we'll do a bonus damage one here. All right. We'll do this purple one, this big match, and then this bonus gem. And that's it. That is how you play the board. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, if you enjoy videos like this, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more stuff like this, also hit that subscribe button along with the bell notification. That way you know when I drop more of these. And I will catch you in the next one.